Welcome back to the channel. Let's continue from where we left off in the previous part. I want to add some more dents. Let's reduce the size of the brush. Just some dents. Let's use draw sharp and then just tap in the edges. Same thing with this. I want the brush to be bigger. Something like that. Let's put some other ones here. Something like the cuts around here. I'm going to reduce the size. Then I'll use P, which is for pinch. Remember that we have the other side too, so don't forget to add details in the other side. So instead of coming here all the time, you can just press Shift Spacebar and then you can hover and select any of those. Okay, so let's put the cuts around here. So I think that's enough details for here, and then let's flip to the other side. Let's do some maxing. So I'll switch my brush to smooth it on. Let's go down to max. So and then I'll enable my symmetry. Let's say it looks okay, perfect. And then I want to switch my fall off to constant. So now increase the size. Oh, I forgot I left some sort of texture on it. I don't want that. Okay, see, much better. Okay, much better. So I'm going to max first, and then I'll enable my stabilize. So what does stabilize do? It makes me get finer facings. I can control it. So there's something called like this, the box. Look at the box marks, and then if you press and hold, this menu, you can have polygonal, and there's lasso. Look at how the lasso works. So you can just click and then just draw lasso, like just like Photoshop or our lasso select. Yeah. So let's say we want something like this. Then I can switch back to my mouse brush, and then I can unselect that, unmax this area. So there are various functions that we can do here. We can grow our marks, sharpen it. So let's use polyline marks. You see, just to click one and then to follow down like this, and then just click. You see, then to have it like that. So that's okay. This is fine. Check the other side. Bravo. See. Okay. So let's do some more maxing. I think I need to enable let's see. There's the trackball. This is what I was looking for. So I want to be able to orbit this. Now this is much better. Okay, cool. So I'll switch back to turntable. That's what we have. Nice. So I'll press Ctrl I to invert marks, or you can come here, and say invert. Yeah, invert. So Ctrl I is the shortcut, and then come down to mesh filter. Then I'll just click. That sculpting that we have is gone. Ctrl Z. We can always sculpt it back in, so let's just use the mesh filter. Yep, I think something like this is fine. So Alt M to clear it. Let's switch to the smooth tool, the smooth brush, and then let's smoothen what we have. So let's work on these guys very well. If I had thought about this, I wouldn't have added these details. Now let's increase the size. Okay, it's fine. Let's try and get it smooth. So this kind of engraving, it takes time to lots and lots of practice and try and error. Okay, so I'm not going to follow what they have 100%. I'm just going to, should have enabled my symmetry. Okay, so now I've enabled it. So let's start again. As I was saying, I'm not going to follow what they have 100%. It's just going to be like a guide for me. The more you zoom in, the more your size of brush is affected. You can see, so I can zoom out. Okay, let's say this is our engraving. Beautiful. So Ctrl I to invert mesh filter. Let's do just Y. Yeah, I don't want it to go to the X and Z. Just Y is fine. Okay, so we have this, and then Alt M. Let's use our smooth brush, and then let's reduce the strength, and then let's just smoothen the mesh. Okay, so let's switch to the max brush, and then I want to add in like some ornaments on this part of it. So I'm going to click on new and then navigate to where I have my textures. Let's see this one. So save your work, and then I'm going to go to the max and then sharpen max. Okay, so that's fine. And then Ctrl I. This is a mesh filter. We just want only the Y, and then let's just go very small. Something like this. Smoothing it. Okay, and then Alt M. M for the max tool. Let's remove the textures. Okay. Let's see. So I'll put one here like this. It should be in the other side. Yep. So let's do the side view somewhere around here. Okay. And then I'm going to off my Y and then put one. Yeah. Turn on the Y symmetry. Put one. Okay, cool. And then turn off the symmetry and then put one around here. Okay, so let's do something for the bottom. Sorry, let's turn on our symmetry. So once again, Ctrl I to inverse. Okay, so I'm going to use the mesh filter one more time. This time I will turn on all the axes. Then I will bring it out. Okay, it's not enough. Let's do some more. Something like this is fine. So with this, we have something like the bolts. And I think this is too big. Let's Ctrl Z it all. For this one, now we see that we should smoothen this one. And then, so let's go to max and let's smoothen our max. Let's come to the filter under. So reduce the value. And then let's disable auto iteration count. So let's turn it off. So this is much better, guys. So let's use that mesh filter stuff again. And then let's just take the value, just small is fine, just something around here is fine. Let's smooth it and see how it looks. Okay, yeah, this is just perfect. So that is it for the blade. Now we're ready to add some more wooden textures to the handle and some other stuff to the body. Okay, so when I go to object mode, you can see that all the stuff we sculpt, all the patterns and design we sculpt are no longer visible. That's because of the modifier. We're using the multi-res, and in level viewport we're in 0. I can, maybe if I just, for previewing sake, I can just leave at a level of 2 so that I can see this, because if I make it at the level of 5, it's going to be dense and lagging my system. So better, just for optimization's sake, just something like that is fine. So now I'll have to select the wood, and then I'll go to sculpt mode. Same drill, I'll be using the inflate brush, scale it out. Okay, time to add textures. So I'll come to my tools and then navigate to the textures I want to use. So I'll click on new, and then just click on this icon here, and then I'll click on open. So yeah, navigate into my textures folder. I think I have it around okay, so I'm going to use any wooden alphas of my choice. I have a couple of wooden textures, other alphas, so I'll just select any of them. Okay, and for my brush settings, if I do this, can you see? Remember, we need to, let me add in the wireframe. You see, remember, we need to add the multi-resolution modifier. So I'll have to go back and add in the multi-res, and then I have to subdivide a couple of times. I think 4 to 5. I think one more. Much better, much better. Turn off wireframe. Okay, so I've added the wooden textures, and then if I just click and drag, I seen this. I will undo that, and then I will switch my mapping to area plane, and then under my stroke, I will switch from the stroke method from space to anchor. Let's see. And then I'm going to turn down the strength. Remember, I'm using the inflate brush, so by default it would want to inflate. So see, I can just do something like this, and then just another here and another here. Let's see what we have. Okay, nice wooden texture. I want to max out this place, so I will use the box max, and then I'm just going to max at the top like this because I want to add another form of texture there. So back to the inflate brush, shortcut is I. Oh, it has, I didn't see, I did not save the textures I did, so I can just do this again. If I want it saved all the time, all I have to do is to click on this fake user. Well, I don't need it to save. So I'm just gonna add, you see, those settings we did are no longer there. Area plane, and then anchor. Okay, so it is advisable to save your settings most of the time, but I don't need it for now, so I'm just going to, let's say, something like this, and then Alt M to clear the marks, you can see, and then I can switch to the smooth brush, and then I'm going to just increase the strength and smoothen this area. I want to add some other form of wooden texture up there, so it does not matter. So again, switch to the inflate brush, and then I'm going to let's get a new texture. Oh, sorry, Ctrl Z that. I'll just click this, and then, sorry, I'm using my own tablets, and every time I had to like try to recalibrate where I am, so yeah. I don't have a screen tablet, so I'm using this. Okay, so I want to add some more textures. There's a particular one I'm looking for. Aha, yeah, this is it for the top. And then I'm going to come to photographic view, bring in a big radius, and then just do this. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, with no further ado, let's select the metal thingy here. Let's see. Okay, now let's add in I'm going to apply the modifier, and then I will add in the multi-resolution, subdivide a couple of times. Of course, it's going to be like that. It's like the subsoft modifier, which means I will have to either bevel this place, but if I should bevel this, which means I'll have to retopo. So instead of beveling, I'm just going to use another method. I'm going to crease it. Okay, and then let me go to local view. I want to crease all the edges like this. Oh, I don't even need to crease this part. Okay, that's cool. So crease this one, and then let's see how it looks like. Now, even with, let's go to, okay, cool. Which means I have to delete the face here, and then, you know the drill, guys, grid fill. Okay, so let's see how it looks like. Much better. Let's subdivide some. Oh, Blender crashed. And I did not save my work. Okay, it's been so long my Blender crashed. I don't know why I did that today. Okay, so I have to pause the recording and then repeat what I've done before. Or rather, I'm going to check for my autosave file. Lesson learned again, saving every second, not relying on autosave. So, one more thing, I think I need to optimize my scene, so I can go to edit mode. And since we are not going to be seeing this part of the mesh, I'm going to delete faces. And let's see how it looks like. Ah, sweet. Okay. Saving. And I've also deleted all the inside, so you see there's nothing inside. Just deleted it. It's just from here up. Okay. So moving forward, like I said earlier, I'm going to have to just crease this edge and then crease this edge. The shortcut is Shift E, and yeah, so that's it. And I said we should delete this face, and then before I delete the face, I should have applied my solidify modifier. Very necessary. Okay, so delete face, and then Ctrl F, grid fill, and then let's adjust. Okay, we can do the same for the bottom. Let's see. Is it invisible? It's not. I can just scale it in some more and delete face. Yep, I can get away scot-free with that. What I need is this part, which means I will have to bevel it somewhere around here. It's fine by me. Okay, so now I can select all of these edge rings and then crease it. Oh, I forgot to turn on my screen cast this time around. Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, so let's save. Now I want to add in that multi-resolution modifier. I'm not going to subdivide a couple of times, and you see, because of the crease edges, the mesh did not just, deform anyhow. Oh, I think I'm having a weird deformation here. I might get to do a quick quad remesh, but we don't need to stress about that. Okay, cool. This one that is displaying here is just from the wrapper. We're going to work on that. Let's just add in some notches and cuts and all that stuff on this. I need to open my reference image one more time. Okay, so reference images are up. So let's just cut in some stuff there. This won't take time. You've seen how I did it from the previous section, so I'm just going to quickly work on it. Let me see the wireframe. Still not enough. This is not high resolution enough, so which means I will have to, since I don't like using the voxel remesh, I will have to use the quad remesher to get this. So I'm just going to apply this so that I'm going to get some good level of details, and then I'm going to use a quad remesh, and I think 3000 is fine. Turn off my symmetry. Let's see. I think we need some more. Let's go 8000. Okay. Okay, this is good. And then now let me add in that multi-resolution and let's see what I have. Lovely. Okay, so this is fine. So let's cut in those notches. I'm going to switch to my sharp brush, and then I'm going to do this, and then use a pinch brush, and then just pinch the tip back to the draw sharp, and I'm going to hold down Control and just give it some more. I think it is still not enough. Let's go back because I could see those wonky shape inside and I don't want that. So let's subdivide once more. Note, if your system cannot handle this level of subdivision, just stick with what your system can handle and all that. So this is much better, guys. Okay, so now I'll use a crease brush. I just Shift C to do that, and then I'm going to use a pinch brush and then just, yeah, much better. So let's use a draw. I'm just going to add in, this is too big. I think I just want just something around here. Just do you, okay? Add in a little rivet and some notches and all that stuff. Just do things that makes you happy, if I should say that. Okay, so I'm just going to add in some more. On the edges and go big over here. Okay, put in some more on the bottom side. Back to the brush up, I want to add some. Okay, much better. Let's use that little band. Let's do some weird stuff over here. Yeah. And then let's scrapey. Okay. I think this is fine enough for the top. So I'm going to skip over the bottom parts. You do yours, okay? Okay, so here I am done with that. Save. Okay, so let's move on to adding some more details to the wrapper. We are almost done, guys. We are almost done. So before that, I will have to apply my modifiers. And let's see. Okay, this is cool. And then let's fix this. So go to sculpt mode, G for grab brush, or you can come and select the grab brush here. Okay, so let's just move this in a bit. Okay, let's look around. That's fine. There was also something around here. Okay, cool. So let's see how does it look. Lovely. We can delete this inside if we want to, but let's leave it. Okay. Let's add in. There's so many ways to go about what I'm about to do. Let's just use this. So I'm going to use the multi-resolution again, and then I'm gonna subdivide. Let's see how it looks like, and then let's subdivide some more, and then one more. This is better. This is fine. Let's see if we'll be able to get some nice details with this. So I'm just going to still on the grab brush. You can see what we have, so I'm just going to increase the fall off, and then I'm just going to do some movements, just some up down movements, okay, just dance to the tune, guys. So this is just all what I'll be doing for now. I'm going to speed through this so that the video is not going to take forever. Just cause some nice deformation. If the multi-resolution is not enough, I'm going to be seeing some stretching, but since it's quite more than enough, I'm having a good flow. I can stretch this. Remember, we have both sides. Don't forget to work on the other side as well. Let's do this, and then I'm gonna flip. We can follow some kind of patterns too. I think I'm okay with this, and then I'm going to use an inflate brush. For this one, most of the time I like using weight painting and the displace modifier, but I'm just going to use this. Remember that we have textures applied to it, so I've removed the texture, and then I'm going to just lightly inflate some areas. Okay, I want it to just be a little bit blocked. I think the inflate is not giving me what I want, so let's try using the draw. Not draw sharp, okay, draw. Then I'll switch to opacity, and then I just want to just lightly do this. Okay, not on all of them, just a couple of them. Okay, this is fine. Now I'm going to use the scrape brush, and then I'm just gonna scrape these edges, just giving it some scrape, making it look like it's one. Not just that, we can also scrape the other parts, I want to zoom in and reduce my brush size and put some finer scrape to it, just a little scrape. Let's see. And it's fine. So let's add all these let's add all these sculpts and hooks and all that stuff we're seeing there. So simply let's use the draw sharp. Come on, Blender. So now let's switch to the draw sharp, and I'm just going to put in now you can tell now we want to draw sharp. The resolution is not enough, and I don't feel like adding some more resolution. I'm gonna just have to subdivide one more time. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, I can manage this. So my pinch brush, I'm just going to do that. And then back to the draw sharp, I want to do this. This, yeah. And then I'm going to scrape this one in. Okay. I'm going to use the draw brush and then just I want to scrape it. Too much scrape. Okay, this is fine. So you just go ahead and add in some form of details. I'm using the blob brush, and I'm just blobbing a hole. So there's always room for adjustment, okay? So let's add in some more details here. I'm thinking, what can I add? But not the drill. Just let it flow from within. Okay, so I think I'm just going to stop around here, but you can, further up and add some more very nice details. Okay, so in the next part I'm going to show you all about retopology, like how to make it ready for game assets and the like. So yeah, see you in the next one, guys.